A warm greeting. Today is Monday, September 9th, 2024. This is meteorologist Ruben Garcia. At the time of recording this video, it is 5:30 in the afternoon local time in Louisiana and Texas, where they are closely monitoring what is now Tropical Storm Francine. What was potential tropical cyclone number 6 was classified as Tropical Storm Francine, the sixth tropical storm of this Atlantic hurricane season. Unfortunately, over the last 24 hours, we have seen Tropical Storm Francine go through a fairly rapid organization process, and it is projected that in the next 8 to 12 hours, it will become Hurricane Francine. Sadly, it is expected to continue strengthening as it approaches Louisiana, where it is expected to make landfall during the afternoon and evening of Wednesday. In fact, there is a possibility that it could arrive as a Category 2 or Category 3 hurricane. I will soon be discussing the anticipated effects across Louisiana and Mississippi. Definitely, in the visible satellite image, we can see that the structure of Tropical Storm Francine continues to improve throughout this afternoon. In fact, our Hurricane Hunter aircraft mission confirmed that it has maximum sustained winds of 65 miles per hour, so it is close to becoming a hurricane. Additionally, today, some outer bands have been affecting coastal areas of Tamaulipas, where a tropical storm watch remains in effect. In the radar image from Brownsville, we can see the circulation center continuing to improve its structure, with some outer bands continuing to move parallel to the coast of Tamaulipas. So, take precautions in southern Texas and along the northern coast of Tamaulipas, as heavy rain and some tropical storm force wind gusts are expected. However, soon the circulation center will take a more northeasterly turn. As you can see, all the trajectory models agree that the circulation center will make landfall at some point in southwestern or southern Louisiana during the afternoon and evening of Wednesday. It will then move toward parts of western Mississippi, leaving heavy rain across areas of Missouri, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, and southern Illinois along its path. As you can see in this image, the ocean surface temperatures are extremely warm along the future path of Tropical Storm Francine. In fact, the ocean temperatures just south of Louisiana are the warmest in the Atlantic right now, which will provide energy to help it continue strengthening quickly as it approaches Louisiana. Some models respond to these favorable conditions, with some forecasting rapid strengthening. In fact, the official forecast from the National Hurricane Center projects that it will arrive with maximum sustained winds of around 100 miles per hour, which is why it is now forecast to make landfall as a Category 2 hurricane. We also cannot rule out the possibility of it arriving as a Category 3 hurricane. Therefore, residents in southern Louisiana should prepare not only for rain-related effects, but also for significant winds, especially along the coastline from central to western Louisiana. This is why a hurricane warning has been issued for parts of southern Louisiana, and a hurricane watch remains in place for inland counties, along with a tropical storm warning for counties further inland. The National Hurricane Center projects that the circulation center will enter Louisiana during the afternoon on Wednesday, probably around 1 or 2 p.m., and then it should begin to weaken as it moves over land. However, tropical storm conditions may be felt across Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Missouri. Let's look at the latest model projections. Here we have the GFS model, which shows a Category 2 hurricane making landfall in southern central Louisiana during Wednesday night. The European model agrees with this projection, showing the circulation center entering southern central Louisiana also on Wednesday night as a Category 2 hurricane. The German model shows a Category 1 hurricane making landfall in roughly the same area. Although a Category 2 landfall is projected, it's important to mention that some intensity models show that we cannot rule out the possibility of it arriving as a Category 3 hurricane. This is evident in the most recent run of the specialized HFS model and the H-band model, which also shows a strong Category 2 or Category 3 hurricane. Of course, this will depend on how much it strengthens over the next 48 hours. Let's look at some of the expected effects across the central and southern U.S. states. Louisiana will definitely experience the strongest hurricane force winds. Here we can see the projected wind gusts according to the GFS model, showing that the southern and southeastern half of Louisiana could receive winds between 60 and 100 miles per hour, especially along the state's coast. Tropical storm force winds will then move inland, with the GFS model projecting winds between 40 to 50 miles per hour affecting much of Arkansas, Mississippi, western Tennessee, western Kentucky, southern Illinois, and parts of southern Missouri. These winds could cause tree branches to fall and power outages in some isolated areas. However, along the southern Louisiana coast, hurricane-force wind damage could be more significant. Keep this in mind when finalizing preparations. In addition to wind, we are also concerned about the rainfall accumulations expected over the next 5 days, which could cause significant flooding across southern Mississippi and southeastern Louisiana. Models project between 6 to 10 inches of rain could fall. Further inland, in western Tennessee, eastern Arkansas, and much of Mississippi, 2 to 4 inches of rain are expected by the end of this week. Well, that's all for this forecast update. It's important that residents of southern and southeastern Louisiana prepare for the impact of a Category 2 or Category 3 hurricane, and you essentially have 24 hours left to prepare. If necessary, evacuate areas that are vulnerable to coastal flooding and hurricane wind damage. Here at Hurricane Info, I will continue to record videos to keep you informed. To make sure you don't miss any updates, I invite you to check if you're subscribed to my channel. Go to the bottom of the video and click the red subscribe button. Then click the bell to receive notifications when I upload new videos. Well, that's all for now. In the next video, I'll be discussing the systems we are watching between the Caribbean and Africa. See you next time.